All right, guys, today is very, very exciting for me. I'm a stan of birdwatching and you won't believe who our special guest is. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Birdwatching, but my name is Maisie.
Yes, I will. I won't call you birdwatching.
Okay, cool.
The entire time. I feel like that's not really, casual. Okay, I've kind of built this entire episode around you.
Okay.
Oh my god,
pressure's
special. No, I've called it like a bit British because you are a bit British, if I'm not mistaken.
100% British.
100% all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, 100% British. Do you consider yourself still a bit Adelaide, or is it all UK for you?
No, I do now. I've lived here for nearly 13 years, and the first 11 years I was like, no, I'm just English. I want to move back.
I don't claim Adelaide.
I'm not staying here. And then I went back a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, this place actually kind of sucks. I do like Adelaide. So now I do claim Adelaide now.
That's what. Do you think it's just because there was like a gap of time in between them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I was just like romanticising it. But
real.
Yeah.
Because how old were you when you left England?
11.
11, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little baby.
That's when like all the best memories are too.
Right.
So like, of course, it
like
feels
all my
amazing.
friends were about to go to high school together, and I was like, okay, well, bye then.
Bye guys.
See
We're actually
ya.
going to be like in a different time zone altogether.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about the UK, but I know you have a song called Blame on You.
Mm-hmm.
M62. What is the M62 motorway? What is that?
That is the motorway that connects like East Yorkshire to like Manchester, but it goes right outside my town where I'm from. And when you go past my town on it, you can see like the two little towers. These guys. I'm pointing to a tattoo that I have. I don't know. It just reminds me of Gaul. It's just like which is where I'm from. It's just the Gaul.
So it's like
way
home.
out.
Home is where the heart is, as
Home
you
is
say.
where the heart is, exactly.
And you buried mine. Buried yours in Gaul. It's hard to say your lyrics as if I'm not you. You guys will hear that later, guys. Seriously, you'll hear something. Yeah, and then you also still kind of make your music with people from the UK, right? So
Yeah.
Too Common worked on Disintegrate, yes or no?
Yes, yeah, he's my cousin. Shout out Too Common. I went to stay with him. He lives in Newcastle now, and he's been rapping for like, I want to say like 5-6 years, like making his own music. So he's a lot more advanced in like the production side of it than me. So we made Blame on You together when I was back there, and he like mixed it and everything. And I was like, thank you, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
what's it like to work across the ocean? Like, do you only do it when you're over there, or are you sending tracks back and forth and like,
yeah, it's
how are you navigating that?
A lot of back and forth, a lot of like, we're both kind of bad replies at times as well, so things can get dragged out for weeks. But yeah, he just sends me, I send him a Logic file, he sends me a mix, and then a few versions of masters, and then I'm like, okay, yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Do you feel like you take more influence then from like the UK music scene over what we've got in Australia?
I don't know. I think probably. Because when I was in Newcastle with him, like, there's a pretty big music scene there that he's involved in. So a lot of the, like, collaboration stuff, not that I have any collaborations yet, but, like, even just working with him, it was really nice. Like, all of his friends are involved in the music scene as well, so they'll send each other beats or, like, they'll make videos for each other. And I took a lot of inspiration from that. I thought that was really nice.
I mean, you were 11 when you left, so did you get to be a part of like the live music scene over there, or is that something you've had to do over here instead?
I haven't honestly been a part of the live music scene here in like actually performing. Like, I've been to a lot of gigs and stuff, but I did play a show in London a couple of years ago, supporting one of my friend's sister's bands. And that was very cool. I was very, very, very nervous, so I forgot words to like all my songs because I'd only just written them as well, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I feel like every artist has to go through that phase though of like, you've rehearsed a billion times and then you get there and you're like, I've never heard this song before. Who wrote this?
I was like, I don't know what
idea.
the words are. Like, let me put them on my phone or something.
Yeah.
But it was fine. I just laughed it off and people didn't boo me or throw tomatoes or anything.
Good.
So.
As long as they're not throwing the tomatoes. Like, you need someone in the crowd with a giant sign just like passing them over so you know all the words.
Exactly.
So the name Birdwatching, I think you had a name change. What was your original like artist name?
It was Gremlord.
Love that.
Which I think like I used to call myself that when I was like year 9. So it's got like a lot of cringe attachments for me.
Yeah, you needed a brand change.
I needed
for sure.
a brand change because that first song that I put out, I'd love that song still, but even that was like, I didn't get my cousin to master it or mix it because he didn't know that I made music then, and I didn't really know that he was involved in that. So yeah, when I listen to that now, I cringe because it sounds bad. Like the ideas are there, but
you just want that extra execution.
Yeah, like just make it sound nice before you release it. I used to be very like quick on the trigger to release things, but yeah, Gremlord, I changed that because it just didn't fit what I wanted to make anymore.
So how'd you land on birdwatching then?
I had, this is like stupid, but I had insomnia really bad in like 2020 or 2021, and I stayed up all night and then went downstairs in the kitchen at like 7 a.m. and like all the birds were outside, like just like screaming and stuff, and I put in my notes app birdwatching at 7:50 like in the morning, and then passed out or whatever because I hadn't slept all night, and then the next day I was like, oh,
that's kind of genius. Wait.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I kind of love that. Yeah, I feel like that's a really cute little sentiment, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, cute. Insomnia is maybe not.
She's cured now. It's fine.
She's fine. She's okay. We don't remember her.
Yeah.
So how long did you sit on like Disintegrate before that came out?
Like 2 years. I wrote that in May 2022. Like the first voice memo that I've got of playing the full thing through is like the 2nd of June 2022. And then
That's actually insane.
Yeah. Because I was in England for 4 months. Like I needed some time off uni, so I just went back there, and I wrote a lot of music in that time. We'll probably not release any more of it apart from Disintegrate. I came back to Australia a couple months after I'd written it, and then just the versions were like not working. Like it was I was trying to make it very shoegaze, which I think some of that came out in the end, but it was just, I was trying to mix it by myself and I just did not understand levels or anything. I just needed Tom. Yeah.
Yep. Fair enough. I feel like it's not at all the same, but when you convince yourself at like say 13 years old that you can go on GarageBand and like create a bang, I'm like, wait, no, it can't be that hard. I feel like music must be in my blood.
Genius.
Like I'm actually so smart in every other way. It must translate to music, and then I get on there and it's like clunk, clunk. Like it is not working for me at all.
Yeah, that's what Disintegrate used to sound like for sure.
I would love to hear the like OG demo somewhere.
I can show it to you after this.
Yes, dying to. Okay, definitely. We're locking that in. So you said a bit shoegazy, like that's kind of come through. I kind of hear that. I get that.
Cool. Thank God.
Yeah, for sure. Is that what sonically kind of inspired it? I mean, it's obviously gone through a few different transformations. Like, what is inspiring you sonically?
I think shoegaze definitely does. I don't have like the pedals and the facilities to actually record it straight as a shoegaze kind of like tone, the guitar, but I really like really kind of big atmospheric sounds. It's like when I'm putting the effects on the guitar in Logic, I'm trying to make it sound like very reverby, very like spacey and wide.
100% comes across that way.
Okay, cool.
You're nailing it.
A lot of that is Tom as well, but yeah.
Shout out Tom. We love you, Tom. Because I have featured you in a little article that'll come out soon for our uni publication, and atmospheric was the like first word that came to mind when I was listening to it. Like, it feels like I'm floating. I love it.
Yes.
Which is so exciting because you're going to play a song for us, which I think we've landed on Disintegrate, so that'll be a live version of that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to choose this time as when I'm going to intro it.
Okay, cool.
But do you want to do the intro and introduce the track?
Hi, this is Birdwatching, and you are listening to Disintegrate.
So that was Disintegrate live in UniCast Studios. Thank you so much for performing that. And I'm back with Birdwatching, my girl.
Hello again.
Hey again. Missed you so much. We were talking about Disintegrate and then what sonically inspired it. But lyrically, what kind of inspires you? Are you more of a just situational things happen and you work through it, or do you have lyrical influences from other songwriters?
I think a little bit of both. I take or maybe not like lyrical influences in the sense of what words they're using or what they're saying, but I really like when other people are very situational about their lyrics and like very honest. this is going to sound like every other girl on the planet, but I loved Brat.
I was waiting for you to say it so I didn't have to.
Brat because it was just so like raw and honest, and I love how she was just talking about her own situation, because pretty much every song that I've ever written has come from a place of like, oh, I'm confused or I'm upset and there's like something I need to like work through. So it's honestly
I think
just
that is
like
a common thread for all musicians, 100%. And Charlie has nailed it with Brat. I won't talk about it again because I think she's come up in every episode that I've done.
She's just unreal.
But like Brat Summer is forever, I think.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, I'm just in love with her. I think, as much as I am someone who likes to listen to the whole metaphorical whatever mumbo jumbo, like I love that.
Yeah.
I do think that like, especially with female songwriters, it's really undervalued their ability to just like say it how it is and still convey like important emotions.
100%. It's like how, I don't know, I've seen so many things about Brat where it's like she's being so honest about her own situation that like the majority of people can't relate to, like paparazzi and Billboard and stuff, but like she writes it in a way that I think people can still relate
100%.
their own things to it.
And I think like her not pretending that it's relatable helps. Like she's going, I'm a brat, like I'm this crazy iconic person, but I'm still like a couple tracks. She's like, I still have weird emotions about what that means for me. Like I still don't, she still has insecurities about it. I don't know. I could actually talk about it for forever, but we'll get back to you. One day I'll have Charlie in the studio and I'll ask her about it instead.
I believe it.
Disintegrate visuals as well. I noticed who did that? Was it Dion?
Yeah, my friend Dion Vircher, shout out Dion, and he went to MAPS film school, so he's got a bunch of friends from like that school that all worked in it and they killed it. They did such a good job.
It looks incredible. So tell what inspired, like you've got the little princess, kind of fairy princess motif thing going on. What inspired that?
I can't lie, that was all Dion. Dion had a concept and he came to me and he was like, I've got this, like I think it would work for Disintegrate. Do you want to do it? And I was like, yes, of course. We didn't make a full video because it's like a 5-minute song and he doesn't like 5-minute songs, but the minute 30 thing that he made was just amazing. I love it so much.
Yeah, I am obsessed with it. The colours on that are crazy.
He was saying to me that he was having such a hard time with the colours and he couldn't get them right, and then he sent me it and I was like, what are you talking about?
It looks amazing.
That's exactly the colours I picture when I hear the song. Like, it's crazy.
It looks incredible. It's like part of so the live performance that we've just heard is also available on YouTube, and you can see lovely filming by Ruben, who is another student at UniSA. I'll like give him all the credit because it's definitely not me doing it, but I think part of why he was down was not only because you have amazing music, but also because the visuals for that were sick. I sent it to him and I was like, if somehow you can make something like that, we'll do it, but if you can't, girl, I've got my iPhone, like it's fine, we'll take what we can get. And then after Disintegrate, as much as I want to linger on that song, it's incredible. You do have a song coming out this Friday, which will be out by the time this episode is up. So Skylight, what can you tell me about that? Are you allowed to spill the beans?
Yes, I am my own manager right now, so I can tell you everything about it. I wrote it towards the start of the year after like seeing someone and it not going well, probably more on my part, but it was kind of just like an exploration of regret and like what happened. Like,
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah,
oh my god, I need this in my life.
I love it. I've been listening to it nonstop, which is kind of embarrassing to admit.
No, I feel like that's how you know you've done a good job,
right?
Like you should be your own biggest fan in a way.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited about it. It's a bit less shoe-gazey than Disintegrate, and I think it's more. I don't even want to say dream pop because can't think of any dream pop songs, but it's fun. It's a fun song.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm like actually locked in, guys. September 6th, but it'll already be out, so I will have posted it like a billion times, and if you aren't streaming, I will find you and we'll be having a word. So you've got that single, but can we expect like an EP or an album or anything, or are you kind of just going with whatever comes out?
I don't know, it changes week by week. I've got quite a few songs in the locker. I've got one that like Too Common is working on at the minute after Skylight, so I'm planning on the 3 singles, and then hopefully over the like summer break from uni, I will smash out some more and probably put an EP out. I think EP is the goal before album.
Valid.
Small steps.
I feel like everyone's got to have their EP before they
I feel
can.
like it's a rite of passage.
It is 100%. And then that's how you get the people like you dangle the carrot in front of them, and they're like, "Wait, we need more. We need more."
Exactly.
Yeah. Respect. Do you have live shows? You said you haven't really done much live stuff.
I don't know anyone who plays the bass or plays the drums or plays. I can't play lead guitar and sing. I just don't have the hand-eye coordination for it. I should probably just practice more, but whatever. So I don't have a band at the moment, and I think my songs would respond better to like a full band than just an acoustic set. Although Disintegrate sounded great.
It did sound amazing,
Hopefully.
guys. Yeah. We are pre-recording, so
fingers crossed.
I trust that it does sound great. Yeah, well, maybe we can like, if anyone's listening right now and you play bass or anything,
yes,
go hit Maisie up.
Get in touch if you like the sound of Disintegrate acoustic. Think of how cool it could be live.
With you.
Yeah,
we need guys. Please, we need you. Are you looking for managers? The last guest I had needed a manager, so we were doing like a. If you have a manager,
sure.
Come hit me up.
If there's any managers out there, like let me know.
Please,
hit me up.
All right, now we get to do like silly questions because we've got all my like. You know, oh my God, what do you listen to sonically? Blah, blah, blah. All the stuff I pretend to know about. You know what I mean?
Me
now
too.
we get to just like get into the fun. So, well, might be fun. Maybe it'll be like secretly really mysterious and like you'll be like, I can't comment on that. I don't know.
God.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So you covered Oasis lately.
Oh my God.
How do you feel about the reunion tour? That's what I'm asking.
I've cried every day since. Genuinely, I listened to them on the whole drive here. I got tickets.
Did you?
So I'm going to go back and see them.
Incredible.
Words cannot describe. As much as that's probably cringe to admit, they are probably my favourite band. Like my favourite
really
lifetime
great.
band.
Yeah. I obviously won't be I'm not making my way all the way over there. They got to come to me. But I was very excited to see that because that, to be honest, is like two people that I was like, I don't know if they're ever going to want to tour together ever
absolutely
again.
Not. I went to see Noel Gallagher's band in 2016 and then I went to see Liam Gallagher when he was here and then walked off stage after half an hour. Ooh. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's my Oasis experience. Yeah. But
that's all I need, I guess.
God's watching over me. He set this up. Thank God.
This is actually for you specifically.
That's what I thought, but yeah.
I think that's how it works. Like, you manifest these things. I don't know. When Taylor Swift, the most famous artist in the world, had a tour, I was like, it's so nice of her to come to not my state. Yeah. She did that for me, I think, to make me pay accommodation and flights.
True.
Like, she knew.
She knew you needed to be tested.
Thank you, Queen. Yes. I love spending all my money. It's okay. It's for her. That was like a once-in-a-lifetime, like, crazy show at least, so I can justify that. And I feel like Oasis is the same. Like, 100%. It's worth going back.
I think I'm seeing them on their third date, so they've just got to get through 3 nights and not fight each other.
Wait, that's scary.
And then, like, that's fine. They can break up after that.
I feel like they'll be fun. That might be amazing. What if you get, like, the height of the tension?
Please. I've been dreaming of this.
Eat that up.
I've been dreaming.
This is what I want. Yeah, I feel like the reunions are all happening. Catfish and the Bottlemen are, like, kind of back in a thing.
Did you hear they cancelled their Australia tour?
Are you kidding me?
No. I was going to Perth for it next week. They've cancelled the whole thing. Apparently they've broken up again. Breaking live on air.
This is going to be a week late, but still. What the I just got, my friend sent me a thing being like, hey, I have tickets, like, and I just got, oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
No.
My friend told me this morning.
I didn't have tickets properly. I was like very excited because my friend's like brother was going with her and then he was like, I don't know, had like football. I was like, okay, football over cabbage. Okay, whatever. Well, at least I don't have to worry about that.
True.
That's one less plan to make.
True.
Because I really wasn't actually sure how I was going to like get there and, you know, I had uni work. Yeah. This is how I justify it to myself.
Exactly,
that's okay.
Exactly.
Wow. I'm not manifesting that for Oasis.
No,
they'll be fine.
No, they'll be fine.
They will be so fine. Well, now I feel bad that I compared them. Like, I've jinxed it. Okay. I've actually jinxed it.
No, don't say that.
I mean, no, it's fine. And you'll get all the way over there and everything will be perfect.
And then they'll break up.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll wait till you've got on a plane. You'll be like halfway on the... No, I'm not going to say that.
No, let's not speak into existence.
So anyway, back to the regular interview. What's your favourite bird if you were bird watching?
My favourite bird... I really like puffins. I think they're funny. I think they're goofy. I also, okay, this is controversial. I do enjoy watching pigeons and seagulls, but I despise them. I don't think they should exist, but they're like, it's like people watching. It's like,
yeah. I think they have a little more personality. Like other birds feel like they're still connected to nature, and I think seagulls and pigeons have given up, and that's why I despise them.
Of the bird world.
So real. They are the iPad kids, and you can tell the way they carry themselves, the attitude that seagulls have, the audacity, pretending you've lost your leg just to get a chip. That is like actual low life behavior.
It's actually kind of respectable though. Like that's what I mean. I kind of support them.
I love to watch them do the show, but I just don't want to be the victim of the show. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get across.
Yeah, 100%. I get that. I feel that way about pelicans because I've had like pelicans are beautiful, but I've had experiences where I'm sitting trying to eat by the river and then one's like coming up to me and I'm like, you've been too like socialized with humans because like you're scaring me, and it took our food and it was actually kind of traumatic.
Pelicans are also just kind of like they are beautiful, but I don't like when they yawn and their head goes like inside out.
No, babe.
Just keep that to yourself.
Truly. Get a room. Like I don't need to see all of that.
Absolutely
not. What other birds? Lately I've been getting like attacked by birds. If anyone follows my Instagram and has seen, I posted a picture because I went to the Botanic Gardens and the little birds there, I don't know what they're called, but they're like renowned for acting this way. There I was with my lemon poppy seed cake, having the time of my life, and the birds literally went onto our table and were like trying to peck it. And you know when you're like, oh, you just shoo them and they'll respond. They did not give a fuck. They did not care at all. They were like, no, like I own this place and I'm going to come get you. So enemy number one is those birds. But we love pigeons and seagulls to observe. But puffins, number one.
Puffin, I think
that's a good ranking system. Yeah. I think we've done well. Okay, and because I like to stalk all my guests before they like arrive, go through their Instagram and everything, I need to know how you feel about Camrys.
Oh my God, I love Camrys. I drove here today in one. It's not specifically Camrys, although shout out my Camry. It's like the old boxy cars, like the like early 90s boxy cars. I just love them. And I had like the exact same model Camry that I had now in 2021. And it got stolen while I was at work. God. I like walked out of work and was like, oh,
how am I getting home?
This is fine. And it turns out someone had driven it all the way to, I live in I just doxed myself. They drove it all
redacted.
Yeah, redacted. They drove it all the way to like burnt it out. Like it was cooked. I'll show you pictures after this, but it was so bad. So after that, I was like grieving Camrys for like 3 years until I got one again this year.
Maybe I'll put that up on the radio show Instagram. Otherwise, people are going to be like, okay, and like, where are the pictures? I want to know. What is it about Camrys? Like, obviously, you love them enough to get them again after all that.
I just think they're so like swag. Like, I think they have so much charisma and charm, and like, I just feel really cool when I'm driving mine. Yes. And it's like really old school inside. It's got a cassette player. It doesn't have a CD even. So I have like a little Bluetooth cassette thing that I play my music on. And the sound quality is terrible. And the aircon doesn't work. And there's like the windy down windows. It's not electric. I just think it's cool.
I do kind of love, like, my car's got a CD player and I'm trying to revive like CDs. I'm trying to get the people into it because I feel like everyone sort of my age, our age, has a car with either like a cassette player or CD player because no one's forking out like real money on a car. Absolutely, you know what I mean? But I agree, like, new cars are kind of boring. They're all trying to do this like sleek, boring. Stop being sleek, be clunky. Yeah. Have some personality about you.
Like, I like my cars to look like a child has drawn one. Yes, like has drawn it. Yes. Just like a rectangle with wheels. Mm-hmm. That's my dream car, to be honest.
Maybe that. I feel like there could be a limited release of that somehow. Once you make it big, you'll do like a birdwatching collab with Toyota. Yeah. And you guys will like just draw it and be like, make that for me.
Oh my God, that's a new long-term goal.
Yes, for sure. I never thought of that. Like cars with wooden paneling. Yeah. Just like, I don't know, we're failing cars, like, and they're not even making them environmentally friendly. Like, if you're going to make it ugly, at least have the, like, plus of, like, oh, but it's solar-powered or something. Yeah, exactly. But it's, like, it's ugly and it's destroying the environment.
And, like,
what's the point?
What do you mean you've got an iPad inside your car? Like,
you do not need that. You really don't.
Can I say a controversial opinion?
Of course.
It's so off topic. I think Teslas are the worst, most boring, embarrassing car in the world to drive. Why are you driving that?
I feel like I got so much propaganda sent to me about Teslas. I was like, wait, that's cool that they're electric. And then I just look at them and I think, no.
It's kind of fugly.
It really is,
Sorry.
especially the Cybertruck.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's not cute.
Yeah.
Guys, get a Camry instead.
For real,
please.
it will last you longer.
Truly.
My car is 30 years old, it's still going.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
But that's like reliable. That's what we want.
Hell
they just
yeah.
don't make them like they used to, guys.
They truly don't.
All right, do you prefer, well, because this kind of goes back to what you literally just said, but do you prefer bird watching or people watching? Or pigeon watching, which is halfway between?
If we're going out of bird watching and people watching, I'll say people watching because I've actually never been properly bird watching in my life. I did get some binoculars a couple of weeks ago just for the bit. I haven't haven't used them yet. I haven't posted with them yet anyway. But if it's out of all three, then I'm going pigeon watching.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. What's like the craziest thing you've seen while people watching?
Oh my God. I don't know. I used to work at a nightclub.
You'd see all sorts
I saw some things.
Let's maybe not
Probably
relive
can't
those.
say them, but I saw some things, some interesting things.
Yes, love that. I think where was it? I'm trying to think of where it was, but me and my friend went to this cafe once, and because we're like low-key telepathic, like best friends, we were sat there and we like hadn't even been talking for a hot minute. We look up and we see this man, and then we turn to each other and we're like, he looks just like Ansel Elgort. Like at the same time, dead ass, he looked just like him, was wearing this suit. And then I went like, we need to, like, it's not even we need to spend less time with each other because we hadn't seen each other in a while. I was like, we need to like fix I don't know if it was our TikTok pages, our algorithms, something is giving us the same personality because we literally just like clocked it at the same time. And I think that's like pretty close to my best experience, people watching.
That does sound good.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying he looked like Ansel Elgort as like he genuinely, we both did a double take and like looked at each other and we're like, what the hell is he doing in Adelaide? Like, why is he here? And oh my God, and I've seen a Shia LaBeouf twin at my local pub. It was kind of scary. But like from the side, like he had to be turning to the side and then we'd be like, oh, dude, are you aware that you look like Shia LaBeouf? And then he'd like turn to us and I was like, never mind. So you don't look like him. I'm not giving you the clout anymore.
Yeah, absolutely not. He doesn't deserve it.
No, you don't deserve it. Like maybe it's the way he shaved his beard or something.
True. I feel like Shia LaBeouf's got like a very specific beard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Not that I'm really keeping up with him. I think he's like fully cancelled.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Cancelled.
Speaking of like maybe cancelled and crazy, how did you come to know Sophie Anderson and Kim K?
We just go way back, you know, just way back. I sample them in my song Skylight for everyone at home. I don't know, I wrote the lyric. So the first lyric of Skylight is, I'm like dropping hints that I'm single, which is like a classic Kim Kardashian line of the meme of her being like, I'm like dropping hints that I'm single, and then it cuts to her just being like, I'm single. Like she's just straight up
So
saying
subtle
it.
babes, yeah.
So I thought that was funny. I was like, I have to put that in. And then Sophie Anderson, I think my friend Marcus put me on to her, because do you know who she is?
Vaguely, and I'll let you explain so that I don't have to.
I don't know if you we'll have to bleep this out, but she was part of like a duo called the Destroyers. Yep. And they made certain content.
Okay, I'm glad I was right because I was like, I'm not saying that if that's not true. Like, I'm not pulling that out of the bag and be like, well, of course.
I'm like, no, it's like a politician. What do you mean?
That's literally the Prime Minister of Australia. What are you talking about?
But I just think her accent was so funny, and the video of her going like, fuck, it's a Sunday, which is what's in the song.
I'm so excited for this.
I'll send it to you after this.
I cannot believe that the people get to hear this, like, as I'm talking about it. And I'm just like, none the wiser. This is great. They're listening to this and they're like, duh. We know, we've been bumping that. Like, we know. Right, that's like all my crazy silly questions.
They were fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. I try to throw a few randos in there, and I like to do little lyrical analysis things where I can, but I was like, I'll leave it till after Skylight comes out. Okay, I feel like that's the vibe.
Okay.
But thank you so much for chatting with me and for performing. If you guys want to check out Birdwatching, it's Birdwatching Sucks on Instagram. I know that sounds like bad marketing, but It's reverse psychology, I've decided.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
like totally on purpose, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to like promo before we go?
Stream Disintegrate, stream Blame on You, and stream Skylight. It's 3 songs. It'll take you like 12 minutes to listen to all of them. So if you're waiting for the boss or something,
Do it.
hop on, tap in.
And like maybe play them again after.
Yeah, consider that.
And maybe like leave your laptop open, playing it quietly as you sleep.
Yeah, just on mute, just on
Get
repeat.
them streams up.
Yeah, run me up my $2 check.
Yeah. Yes, the $2.50. Yes, we need that. All right, well, thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you.
We'll go back to the regular show. Woo.
Yay.